Welcome back, everyone, to a new entrepreneuring interview brought to you by the Arrowhead Center at NMSU. I'm Garrett Weinzierl, and I'd like to welcome my guest today, Carlos Murguia from KoolArmor.com. Carlos, I want to thank you for taking time out of your day to stop by the podcast.
Thank you so much for inviting me. It's such an honor.
I appreciate it. So KoolArmor, every single one of these, we start with, what have you developed here with KoolArmor?
Okay, so KoolArmor, it's a company that is featuring KOOLKAT. And KOOLKAT, it's a mineral heat shield coating designed to reduce the temperature of any surface exposed to the sun. So KoolArmor was created as an extension of KOOLKAT in Mexico, and it's a company allowed to commercialize and apply KOOLKAT here in the United States. So we are looking for applying our technology to reduce energy consumption inside buildings and to reduce CO2 emissions.
So, okay, that's really impressive. It sounds like New Mexico is probably the perfect place to test a product like this.
And Florida is too.
Oh, yes, yeah. I'm sitting in Florida. That would be, we get a lot of sun here as well. So where did this idea come from? Did you just one day decide I'm going to make a mineral heat shield coating, or what was the journey getting to here?
So this technology, it's my family works on it in Mexico. So they have they created the idea, and they just work on developing. They patent the idea, and they've been applying the technology in Mexico for like 4 or 5 years. And they've been very successful. So when I came to my master's here, I decided that I wanted to do something, and then I started like using all the Arrowhead resources and programs to find my customer, to do some customer discovery, and then we found the opportunity that there was no such a technology like KOOLKAT, and then we decided that we wanna move forward and start selling it here too.
I had a chance ahead of our talk here to see your basic timeline of what you went through at Arrowhead. It looks like it goes all the way back to June of last year. What all did you go through as far as utilizing Arrowhead to help you?
Yeah, you're right. This idea started in May last year. And then I got the opportunity to use the Aggie I Corp program, and then Kristen, she invited me to the Aggie Shark Tank, and from there I got some connections that were super interested in the technology, and from there I was invited to participate in the launch competition, and I think I have had 10 different connections from the first initial program that I participated here at Arrowhead Center. So it's been great because I believe when you expose the technology to the public, then many people got interested, and then we start making businesses. So one of the persons who was on my Shark Tank presentation, now she's one of my business she has a company, and that company is partnering with KoolArmor.
So what was it like preparing for the Aggie Shark Tank? Had you been through anything like that before?
No, and it was such an experience because I was invited like a month before, and I told to my previous boss, I'm gonna do this, and she told me, but are you prepared? I don't think you're prepared. And I said, no, I'm not prepared, but I'm gonna make it anyway. I mean, I have a month. So I start like training, and then making my PowerPoint presentation, editing the PowerPoint presentation, and then pitching. I used to attend the Toastmaster Club here in Las Cruces, so I present them my speech, and they gave me like really useful feedback, and then I decided that I was gonna make it anyway. And even though I didn't get an investment, which I'm glad now because the company is growing and I don't have to share that portion, I got really good connection from the event and really good experience. So I'm glad I made the Shark Tank.
That's great, and also I like your silver lining of it's actually turned out to be a good thing that you didn't get an investment at the time, but you did receive multiple awards. It looks like, looking at your timeline here, it looks like you got a crowd favorite award at the Shark Tank.
Yes, $1,000, and then for launch I was one of the winners, and I got $20,000, and also $500 for the social media favorite.
Oh, that's great. That must have went a long way to help with the development.
Yes, yeah. So we are using currently we became a Cool Roof Rating Council member. We have applied for some conferences, and we are going to Atlanta, to Georgia, next week to make a test on one of our potential customers. So we are using the money to execute the commercial plan, to go places, to create the website, to do some marketing material. So it's been super useful. And also we have got through New Mexico Innovation Voucher, we got $2,500 and 2 NMSBA assistances this year for the technology.
That's great. You've got to be proud. You really hit the ground running within not even 2 years yet.
No. I'm excited. It's a good technology. That's the most important thing, that we have a good product. It works. It's been proven in Mexico. So we just need to adapt the technology to the U.S. requirements and to let the people know that there is something new going on. Currently, we are using some of the money to make a promotional video. And we are hoping to have it ready by January, and we are gonna put it in our social media, some radio stations here in Las Cruces and El Paso.
Well, I mean, you've been through quite the journey. I'm sure there's so many lessons you have learned, but is there one lesson in particular you'd like to share today?
For me, the most important, because whenever you have a good idea, you think everyone, it's your customer. So when I got here with this KoolKat idea, I say, well, we can apply it everywhere. So through the customer discovery part and programs from Arrowhead, I start making like interviews with the potential customers, and then I realized that not everyone was my customer. So I start to focus and to pivot. Okay, I believe that those people, they are my customers. So I went to them, talked to them, and then validate my assumptions. That's something that we don't usually do. Sometimes we just believe so much in our idea that we go out to the market and we just make it, and sometimes we are losing money and time. So it's better to have an assumption and then go and validate. If it's working, then great. If it's not working, then you need to go back and change, like your market, your product, whatever the market is asking for.
So was there a moment, while you were in the middle of customer discovery, where you realized you had to pivot?
Yeah, because I was so here near Las Cruces, there are many like cow farms, like dairy products farms, and I say, well, the cows, they are always under looking for the shadow, so they might be a good customers because there are a ton of them. So I went there and make some interviews, and I realized that the customers say, well, your idea is good, but we are not gonna pay for it because, I mean, it's not worth the investment just to help the cows be more comfortable. So that's the time that I say, well, I don't need to focus on that thing at all. So then I went to other like air conditioning facilities, and I realized that they had a bigger need and they are paying huge money per month. So they became part of the customers that we are pitching at now.
It sounds like, there's a lot of value to be gained from not being too married to your idea or being open to adapting it.
And it's hard to change because, I mean, it doesn't mean that your product doesn't work. It means it doesn't make a good fit for that customer. So you don't have to be you need to go and say, well, this is not the right customer, so let's go and look for anyone who is having the biggest needs, who is willing to pay you more for and in the classes they told us someone who is like crying for your product, like I really need it and you are saving my life. That is your main customer, so you need to focus on that.
So, I mean, before we wrap up here, I mean, other than networking, how else did the Arrowhead Center help you?
Networking, funding, because I got the opportunity to participate for some funds. And I mean, I believe if you get the chance to be in Arrowhead and to use all the resources, it's more than doing an MBA. It's you're learning how to make a business plan, a market plan, a marketing plan, connections, and you open the door for new opportunities because there are many programs available that you can apply, that you can submit your technology, and also because they may not know your customers, but they may know someone who knows that person, so they are always making introductions and you are always exposing the product. I think that's a more important thing because you feel comfortable and you feel in an entrepreneurship environment, so everyone is looking for the same, so you feel comfortable, you are not scared of asking for help.
Well, Carlos, thank you so much for coming here and sharing your story with us. Now, if anyone out there wants to learn more about KoolArmor, other than the website KoolArmor.com, is there anywhere else folks can go to keep up with you?
Yeah, so we are on Facebook /KoolArmor, Instagram, Twitter @KoolArmor on both of them. And we have also a LinkedIn account, so you can look for us on LinkedIn as well. So, but if you go to the website, you can find the links there to our social media, and also send us an email at info@KoolArmor.com.
Oh, that's great. It's KoolArmor with a K, by the way, if you're listening to this in audio form. And if you're on YouTube, there should be a clickable link just below in the description. So, Carlos, Thank you one more time, and have a good day.
No, thank you so much. Likewise.
Thanks as always for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more interviews with entrepreneurs. And visit arrowheadcenter.nmsu.edu to learn how New Mexico State University can help you launch your business.